Biggs from Arizona. Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you, Chairman Cummings and Ranking Member Jordan. Members of the committee, I thank you for allowing me to testify before you today. I represent the 5th Congressional District of Arizona, which is a suburb of Phoenix, which is about 100 miles from the border. But I grew up in southern Arizona. I've traveled extensively in Mexico and been to our southern border many times, and I regularly visit the border today even. In the past few months, I have visited a CBP holding facility in Yuma, an ICE facility in Arizona, including that detention center is run by a private concern that is required to comply with federal regulations. I've led 2 groups of congressmen to the border and invited colleagues from across the aisle to come as well. When I led a group to the border a couple months ago, we were briefed by agents about the extent of human trafficking, and we learned about an 11-year-old girl that I'm going to call Maria today to protect her privacy. Agents learned that there was a human trafficking hub in South Carolina, moving directly from Yuma across to South Carolina. That's a long way to go. Working with DEA, ICE, and local law enforcement, agents located a small house that was the headquarters of a cartel affiliate. They were surprised to find Maria. They didn't know about her, or the 2 small boys that she was required to take care of by the cartel affiliate. They had been separated from their families when their parents allowed them to be taken by human trafficking cartels to create a fake family unit in order to get more favorable treatment when the adults they were placed with by the cartel traffickers crossed our border. Maria and the 2 little boys were intended to be taken back by human cartel smugglers to be used again to create a fake family unit. I asked how many similar trafficking rings existed in the United States and was told that there are hundreds all over the country. And this impacts tens of thousands of children who are given over to cartels and human traffickers by their parents to be used to facilitate human trafficking. I also think of Benito. Again, I changed his name. He was a 5-year-old little boy left in the desert by human traffickers who was found by CBP agents and was given emergency life-saving treatment. I've watched videos of agents rescuing sick or dying individuals in the desert or drowning in the Rio Grande who were saved at risk to the life and limb of the agents. Most of the time today by agents is no longer spent in securing the border, but is actually spent on humanitarian endeavors and actually trying to take care of children. Family separation for angel families like Steve Ronnebeck, whose son Grant was murdered by a multiple deportee, or Marianne Mendoza, whose son Brandon was killed by a multiple deportee, are 2 families permanently separated who live in my district. I visit regularly ports of entry and the vast open tracts between the ports. I speak to line agents, local law enforcement, residents on the border, and I visit facilities. When our group visited the holding facility in Yuma, designed to hold a maximum of 250 people for only up to 12 hours for processing, I was shocked to see more than 3 times that many people there. CBP had made makeshift arrangements to try and meet the conditions. People were crammed in. They were out on the patio area. They were in the parking lot. They were given mats to sleep on. We came back and we put in special orders. We did various statements urging immediate help from our colleagues to the CBP and thousands of people crossing our border who were voluntarily surrendering themselves to the agents. We warned the difficulties that would be exacerbated if immediate relief was not undertaken. Months ago, while many of my colleagues were claiming that the border situation was a manufactured crisis, we were urging immediate action because the circumstances were horrible. They were overcrowded. They were horrible. There was clean water. There still is clean water. There was food. There was sanitary supplies. There was bedding supplied. But it was rudimentary. We needed help then. And now to refer to these folks who are doing their best dealing with a horrible situation. At that time, remember, Yuma was transferring 130 people a day to overcrowded ICE facilities. They were releasing 120 a day into the community. But when you're catching or apprehending or people surrendering at the turn of 4,500, you don't have enough supplies. You don't have enough facilities. It is a crisis. It is real. And we do not get anywhere by blaming the people who are doing their best to help these people. We need to look in the mirror. We need to make the changes. We need to provide the funding necessary to get this done. Calling these Auschwitz-style concentration camps, or is indicating that these people that are trying to enforce the law are somehow Nazi-type war criminals. Or yesterday we heard they were child abusers. That doesn't help solve the problem. It's a real problem. We need to solve it. We can do it. We have to do it.
Thank you very much.
Am I the reason you get stoned every week now? Build up integrity, got you texting, emailing me, wanting me to feel with you. Baby, just face reality, move on.
Sometimes it's hard to face reality.